I'm going to start a long series of Unreal Engine 4 tutorials. In this tutorial series, we're going to make a third-person RPG, and every episode is going to be about a separate thing. Today's episode will be about setting up the project itself. Now, very simple. What you want to do is you want to download Unreal Engine from the Epic Games Store, and then you want to just download Epic Games 4.26. That's the one I am on now. And you want to launch it. You will get this screen. Now, I will be also making a series on Unreal Engine 5, but for now I'm focusing on Unreal Engine 4.26 because I feel like that's one of the best versions right now, and it's a very solid version if you want to make a basic game or your first game. So once you have all that set up, and by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe this video for more, because I will be making 2 videos a week. There's going to be a long-winded series. But let's get right ahead. So what you want to do is you want to select a template. Now we are going to need the third-person template because we are going to make an RPG. Everything is set in blueprints, no coding required. Well, yes, there's going to be coding, but not C++ coding. Maximum quality, ray tracing disabled, desktop and console, and with all the starter content. We are going to call it the GDC project. You can call it whatever your game, whatever you want. So the game we're going to make is an actual RPG. Third person, walking around, attacking, leveling system, health system, all that stuff. So you are going to want to make whatever you want to do with that. But in this series, in this episode, we're just going to set it up. So right now you want to create the project. All right. Everything that's basically required for a third-person game is now set up. You can play it, you can walk around, you can jump. This is the basic Unreal Engine 4 third-person layout. If you press escape, you can escape, and you can move around the map by pressing right mouse button and WASD keys. Get familiar with this a little bit, move around it, and all that stuff. Everything looks quite crazy. There's a lot of stuff to learn, but we'll do it all together. Now, we need some content. We need some free content that we can turn into a cool RPG. So we need characters, we need all that stuff, and thankfully, Unreal Engine got us covered. Here we have the Unreal Engine market, and what we want to do is we want to go to the free and then go to permanently free collection. Now, there's a lot of stuff that we can use. Obviously, if you want to actually make a game that feels unique, you probably shouldn't be making or choosing these. But, I mean, they are really good assets and very nice to use in your starter project. What we want to do is we want to look for a very specific type of content. This content is called, type in RPG. What you want to look for is for a content called Infinity Blade. Now this is all very cool looking RPG material. What you want to do is you want to download the castle, you want to download the weapons and all that stuff and get that into the project. What's important is the effects, grasslands, and then the castle. But if you want any other stuff, and you should also get the weapons, but if you want any other stuff, you can just add it into your Unreal Engine product. Now, there is not an enemy yet model, but we will do enemy models later. We just first want to get all this starter content in our game. Next thing you want to do is search up Paragon and download the Paragon Greystone and put it in your project. Now, waiting for all this stuff to be loaded into our game, that's all that we're going to need to start up this project. There's a few small things you might want to change in the project settings. So when you go to your project settings, you and this is a very important menu that you have to access a few times in your game making stage. Here you can change things like the thumbnail and all that type of stuff, but what you want to change is the maps and modes, and you want to make sure that it is on the third person game mode, which is what we're going to use, which is standard on, and the startup map for each level. So this is the startup map for when you book or make a game, and then this is the map that will be loaded first off when you start the game up. For example, a menu screen, something that we will also be making. And this is the editor startup map, so the map that's going to start up when you start up the editor. This is going to be important later. I just want to show where it is. Next to that, to do some setup, we are going to engine and then to input. Here you can see the input settings. So these are the settings that you have standard in the system in Unreal Engine. These settings make sure that you can, once you press W, the move forward action will be used, and then this can be translated to your character, which will enable your character to actually move forward. This is also important because in the options menu of your finished game, you can actually allow the user to change these. So setting up these is very vital. Now we want to reset VR. We want to remove that because we're not going to use that. And instead we want to add 3 action mappings. First one will be attack. The second one will be magic or cast. And then the third one will be sprint. Now we want to put this one on shift, left shift, the sprint one on left shift. The magic one we will put on 1, so just the 1 button. And then the attack one we will put on left mouse button. Now we have these things set up. Now if you want to use it on controller, you can always add more, and you can, for example, use a gamepad, and then you can choose the specific button on the gamepad. But generally speaking, and for now, we're just going to use, we're just going to play it on computer. So this is all that has to be set up for now, and this is quite important later. All right, I think that was enough for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's a short episode, but just the basics of setting the project up. And in the next episode, we're actually going to create our character, which includes the basic blueprints and also includes all of the other things that we want our character to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will tune in for the next one. My name was Crazy Dutch Guy, and I'll see you guys later.